Friends, today's agenda is to doll up my living room. This is its current state, and I completely recognized it's very bad, pathetic. Yeah, very, very messy, but I do have a tiny little excuse that it was somewhat out of necessity. We had to empty everything from the kitchen to take photos of the house, of the kitchen, and everything that was in the kitchen I had to quickly remove into the living room. Now my kitchen is nicely dolled up. Everybody appreciates how clean and spacious it is and decluttered. And today's task is to go through everything right here. And it's really bad, but once I start, it ain't gonna be too bad. I'm going to turn on a show on TV. Probably going to watch Skitter Jean or Predator Poaches. I'm gonna watch that awesome guy Alex catch another predator and put them where they belong. Forever, hopefully, in prison. I love watching him catch predators. It's super entertaining for like how he uses his psychological tricks to make them crack up and spill the beans and confess and get arrested. Super satisfying. So yeah, I'm gonna start one of those shows to watch, and hopefully it's not gonna take me more than hopefully 2 hours to go through everything here and tidy up. There's my boy looking at me so sadly because he wants to go on a walk, but it's -4 today and I'm not leaving the house. I'm sorry, puppy. So me and my guy, we're going through our cookbooks, deciding what we're keeping and what we're donating. And this is a pile of books we had gone through, and this is the keeping pile. So I need to box them up and do what I gotta do to clean this horrific mess in my living room. But if you haven't watched my previous videos, our family is in the process of relocating from the Midwest to the South, one of the southern states. And we've been packing and downsizing, and the best time to purge is when you're moving. So a lot of this mess is kind of temporary. I just have to go through absolutely every item and decide to throw away, to donate, or to box up to bring to the next destination. And hopefully in a couple of hours I will be back to show a completely transformed space. Hey friends, this is worth sharing. Let me know if you live in the area where the massive snowstorm is hitting. It's January 2026, and some of these states are hit by a massive snowstorm and a freeze. And guys, this is a real situation. So when I made dinner yesterday, it was still hot. When I was going to bed, I could not put it in the fridge. Obviously, we don't put hot dishes in the fridge, will ruin the fridge, right? So because the pot was still hot, I put it out in the garage. And today it's dinner time. It's actually supper time. I brought it inside to reheat it, and guys, literally look, a solid chunk of ice. That's what my dinner turned into. I put it on low heat to like slowly bring it back to melting this block of ice into a broth. But if you live in the southern United States, consider yourself lucky. I'm not so lucky because look, I'm like lifting this. See this? With a spatula, I'm literally able to lift this block of ice. Holy crap. I'm hungry. I wanna eat. Is this the best way to like defrost it? How I'm doing, or do you know a better way? Oh my gosh, it's ice. It's just icy. I think I'm gonna put the lid on it and let it slowly keep melting. I hate this winter. Look, a frozen solid piece of food, which is soup. Soup is not supposed to look like this if you live in a normal climate, not northern. I'm not a northern girl, that's for sure. I'm a transplant. I hate the north. I hate the cold. I hate this winter storm where it's -19 outside. Feels like -40 because of the wind chills. But man, I nailed this dinner, y'all. Look, it is so good. So tasty. And yeah, it's so frozen. Well, nothing I can do but slowly melt it. When I pulled this out, brought this inside from the garage, it was covered with a lid and none of this broth was there. All of it, all was just solid block of ice. The whole thing was solid ice. So I've been slowly melting it, and it's like this already, some of it is broth again. I was like, well, let me just show my people. Let me just show my YouTube people. If you're living in the south and thinking about moving up north, don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. There's nothing here that we don't have in the south that you need to come here for. Promise you. Lived here since for like over 6 years. Can't wait to go back in the south where I belong, where my children belong. They grew up in the south and never became northern people over the years, just never really adapted. So, well, here we are. I'm waiting for the dinner to be done. I'm tired. I did a lot of work in the living room. I'm watching a YouTube channel called Novacity. I hope I'm saying it right. If you guys know Novacity, this awesome guy, his name is Nove. Shout out in the comments, put thumbs up for Nove. I'm watching him. He's covering a airplane crash up in Maine where allegedly 8 people were aboard and it crashed on takeoff and exploded. And according to what people are saying on the live stream on Novacity channel, it was a airplane that belonged to a very big law firm out of Houston, Texas. So my heart goes out to the families of the 8 people that are allegedly did not make it. So we don't know yet for sure. It's all like being confirmed right now, but It's really, really sad, and I'm really sorry for the families who will be receiving those horrific news. It is always my fear when my children fly. Man, I just pray and pray and pray and give their lives to God. Commit, that God's loving hands will carry them through and bring them back to me safely. I hate airplanes. I will not fly. I refuse to fly. I will not fly anywhere. Even from up north where we live, when we go to Florida, we always drive. I would rather drive, take some time, go at my own pace, than put my ass up in a plane that may or may not, land. Oh, it'll land, but, land comfortably for me or not. That's always, up in the air. Literally, right up in the air. And metaphorically. So, I'm not gonna fly. Just don't want to. I don't trust them no more. There are more airplanes in the ocean than submarines in the sky. And there's a reason for it. Well, my dinner is slowly warming up. Alright, guys. I'll catch you later. Slowly melting. Holy shit. This is a first. Me melting my soup is a first. I usually put it in the fridge, but it was just too hot to put in the fridge, and I was ready for bed that night, so I just put it out in the garage to slowly cool down. And so it happens when it's -20 and you live in an area where, these dang snowstorms hit. Oh God, please help us out of here and into the warmer, more southern areas of the United States. Bye guys, I'll catch you later.